guys, this is John Felix and Zlatan Show.
And we are Full Cooperation. You're watching the first video of our This Is series. These videos are short presentations of co-op games that we found interesting and decided to play. Our ambition with these videos are to help you guys getting an idea about the games we play and see if they look like something you might enjoy.
For our first game, we've chosen Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. This game is a re-release of two old side-scroller co-op games, Dungeons & Dragons Tower of Doom and Dungeons & Dragons Shadows over Mystara, originally released 1993 and 1996 by Capcom. The first thing to mention is that Chronicles of Mystara launches you right into Shadows over Mystara, which is the later game. If you want to play Tower of Doom, do as instructed in the bottom right corner of the menu. In Tower of Doom you can play up to 4 players, and you have 4 different characters to choose between. The human fighter, the human cleric, the dwarven warrior, and the elven magician. The story is pretty straightforward. There are monsters about, and you need to kill them to save the people of your world.
Playing these games really gives you that old school co-op feeling and the adrenaline of tearing through wave after wave of enemies and bosses. It's that same feeling that the two of us felt when we were little playing games like Golden Axe on the Sega Mega Drive and of course Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the Super NES.
The fact that you play in the D&D universe definitely helps as well. If you love Baldur's Gate or any other D&D game, this is a trip down nostalgia avenue. Just to face gnolls and troglodytes are great. It's the D&D enemies and the D&D spells that so many of us know and love. Coming into Shadows of Mystara from Tower of Doom makes you feel like not that much has changed, except the technological improvements that the 3 years in between the games brought with them. It looks better and everything moves smoother, making the fights feel a little more dynamic. The story though is pretty much the same, and the gameplay mechanics are pretty much the same as well.
There are some changes though, both good and bad. They've added a bunch of new playable characters with their own classes and abilities. A huge upside here is that it makes the possible reruns of this game less tedious, seeing how you can try new characters and new character combos.
There are 2 big changes that we don't like. One is how you cycle through your abilities. In Shadows over Mystara, a wheel pops up over your character's head, instead of cycling through the abilities down in the HUD as you did in Tower of Doom. And so far it's fine. It actually looks okay, and it helps with the icons of the spells, making it easier to quickly spot the spell you need. What doesn't help though, is that there are now 3 menus. I repeat, 3 menus. 2 for different spells for abilities, and 1 for your usable items. You switch between these menus by pressing B while having the menu open. So first, opening the menu, then looking for what you want, using it, then having to open the menu again, switch menu twice, start hitting Y to cycle through the abilities and items, and all this while 3 skeletons are bashing your head in is very stressful and very hard to do without losing your mind.
And impossible to do without dying.
Which brings us to the second negative change, the continue system.
These are old arcade games, which means that when you died, you had 20 seconds or so to insert another coin and press continue. In Tower of Doom, you earn tokens as you progress, which you spend when you press continue. If you run out of tokens, it's game over. In Shadows over Mystara though, this system is replaced by a continue counter ticking up each time you continue. A way to keep score with yourself and your companion. This, however, takes away something essential from the game, the possibility of losing. As long as you have time, there's no way to lose to this game. It takes away the challenge. It's still an extremely entertaining game, and altogether better than Tower of Doom. It's just annoying when you realize that you could stop giving it your best and just play extremely shitty and still beat the game. It only makes it slower.
Chronicles of Mystara can be played together both through couch co-op and online. It's extremely easy to both create and join online games, if there are any available. If you have it installed with Steam, it's also super easy to invite Steam friends to your game.
A huge downside though is that you have to choose between either online co-op or couch co-op. You can't play together on the same computer or console and join an online game together, which is a shame and quite frankly something that wouldn't have been very hard to make possible.
We talked earlier about how the additional characters to Shadows over Mystara make your reruns more rewarding. There are more things that makes you want to play this game more than once. One of them is the leaderboards. where you can see your total points compared to your Steam friends or globally. This thing breathes arcade and is a well-made tribute to the origin of these games.
Another is the Vault. As you progress in Chronicles of Mystara, you earn VP, or Vault points, which you can spend in the Vault. Things you can unlock in the Vault are concept art, information and history about the games, and house rules. House rules are conditions you can activate in the online games you can create to modify the gameplay in different ways. A great way to keep enjoying the game with your friends.
So, to sum up here, this is a great game where they've managed to hold on to that retro feeling in re-releasing these D&D classics. They could be more challenging, but if you enjoyed old side-scroller co-op games, this one really is something for you. As co-op lovers, we had a real blast playing this.
I hope this video was enjoyable and informative to watch. If you want to see us play this game, we'll release the first We Play video to our YouTube channel. Also, please check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, fullcooperation.se.
Hope to see you soon.